Welcome to Good Mythical MORE. It's been a year where a lot of candy's been invented. These are fresh new candies this year, and we're gonna rank them. We're gonna rank them.
But first, we're gonna play we're gonna play.
Let's play new
selfie face. This is roller skating off of a cliff.
I was just had gone over the cliff.
I was looking down at it like we were going over it in the moment.
I didn't even know that we were going over it yet. I was just feeling the weightlessness of no longer having my skates
Not feeling the ground underneath yourself. I also have a list of embarrassing things that I did. I'll just go ahead and get one out of the way.
I don't have a list. Because I won.
Well, there is, a list does exist, but you don't have to read it.
I didn't.
You could if you want to, because
I didn't do anything embarrassing this year.
You didn't.
But you did.
I'm sure your list was probably more entertaining, but you don't have to read it.
I don't have a list.
Of course.
How could there even be a list?
They probably prepared one.
Just give us one.
Embarrassing thing number one, lost to Link in the longest peeing competition and peed in a bucket. The process of what I had to do in order to lose was also embarrassing. Is that what you're trying to say? That peeing in a bucket, in a urinal, or in a what do you call it? A booth? What do you call the thing? A stall? On the internet is embarrassing? I'm proud of that moment.
Yeah, I don't.
Can't embarrass me.
I don't win often, but I do when it matters, and peeing contests matter. We got some nerds, we got some Reese's, I didn't know about any of this. Even the Reese's with a marshmallow top, these are the ones I'm most excited about, so I'd like to wait on those. You wanna start down here?
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
I don't understand what it means.
Mystery flavor Twizzler.
Does that mean they released this flavor and it was a mystery the whole time?
Can you
or
guess?
Is it a different mystery every time?
Well, it says, can you guess the mystery flavor? It's a hunkin' lot of them.
Is it all the same flavor? I gotta get two to find that out.
What? Yeah. I'm gonna try this one.
That's cotton candy.
Mine's like berry. They're all different.
Well, hold on.
Cause I didn't taste anything like cotton candy. No, both of mine taste the same, but neither one of them tastes like cotton candy.
Both of mine taste the same, and I just said cotton candy because it's the first thing that came to my mind, but maybe blue raspberry?
What about this one?
Oh, raspberry. It is raspberry.
In March of this year, Twizzlers launched its first ever mystery flavor. Today, the candy company revealed on June 23rd, 2021, that the flavor is sweet summer fruit. Raspberry.
What, sweet summer fruit? Don't make it awkward, just say raspberry. You don't have to say sweet summer fruit.
I like it. Do you like it?
I want it to be black licorice because it almost looks like it.
So we'll re-rank these, but you're saying this is not winning.
Did you hear about one of the embarrassing things that I did in 2021? I played the kazoo while banging my head with a tambourine while covered in chainmail.
Oh.
Again, another moment I'm proud of.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, again, I don't have a good memory, but for some reason I remember this. It was in the Beasts. It was the guy who did the thing.
Oh.
I do remember that.
I just took a deep breath. I had a little bit of that in the back of my throat and I almost died. Glad we were rolling.
Did it go into your lungs? Because if it went into your lungs, do you know what happens?
I and it came back up. I kept it subtle.
If it gets into the lungs, that could be a problem. It really is.
Hit the Twizzler lung.
It's interesting that we're so susceptible to getting things in our lungs, and yet it's so diabolical if it happens. Isn't that?
It seems
constantly living on the edge.
It seems like those two pipes shouldn't come together right there.
Yeah, it seems like maybe a mistake.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Sour crunchy crawlers, my friend. You excited much?
So this is a gummy bear covered in something? A gummy worm covered in?
Gummy center candy shell.
Oh, the consistency.
Did you get a blue?
No, I got a red. I like that. I like a lot of things about that.
Very tarty.
Man, I like it almost as much as the time that I didn't realize that the humming technique for the soda can challenge was fake. Okay, that was embarrassing.
Hey, don't draw me into this.
Yeah.
I remember being a part of that.
Yeah, I think you got that one too. The kid, it was a science fair in Maine. And all the details seemed so believable. 7th grade Maine science fair. See, I do remember some things. I have a selective memory. Maybe I only remember the times that I lose.
This is unlike any candy I've ever had. As a gummy aficionado, have you ever had a crunchy on the outside gummy?
Not by design, but by mistake.
Ooh. You like?
I love the way it gives.
See? Don't breathe it. I'm telling you, man.
little-
Those holes, those pipes
A
connect.
little bit of the worm juice went down my throat. You're so juicy.
Yeah. It'll kill you.
Man,
It'll crawl down there and kill you. So these will both kill you so far. That's what we've learned.
I'll be honest with you.
Be honest.
It's way better than the Twizzler.
What is this?
Oh, that's a list of embarrassing things that you did. But you shouldn't read them because you won. But if you were to read one, like what would maybe one of them be?
Well, there's nothing on here. But if there were, I mean, probably calling Nicole a hoe.
I told you yours would be more entertaining than mine, but you know.
Don't remember that.
Okay, moving on.
When did I take 100 strokes to get a ball through Jeff Bezos' mouth during pick and putt?
Yeah, 100 may be an exaggeration, but it was definitely a disqualifying amount. This is popcorn flavored M&Ms, milk chocolate with a crisp rice center. Well, where's the popcorn problem part?
Where's the popcorn problem?
Guys, what's the popcorn problem?
What do you mean a crisp rice center?
Well, find out by eating it. It's popcorn flavored.
Well, the chocolate ones aren't. They're chocolate flavored.
No, the inside.
Of all of them? No. The dark one was just,
It had a popcorn flavor.
it's just chocolate.
No, it's a popcorn flavor. It has a buttery, that rice has some like butter flavor.
Are you saying they're all the same? Because the yellow one's gonna taste the same?
Yeah. There is
Yeah. Yellow one tastes the same. What about the white one?
it's all the same.
It's very subtle. I can't pick up on the popcorn.
But do you see the theme in 2021? Do you see what companies are trying to do? What are they playing around with? They're playing around with texture.
Well,
Because that's
they're
what
not
the
playing
kids
around with-
want these days.
Twizzlers is not playing around
These
with
two are
texture.
playing around with texture.
Well, then you can't generalize.
2 out of 3 is enough for me to make a definitive conclusion about a whole generation.
They're playing around with texture in 2021. What's the texture here, though? This is just an M&M. What are you talking about? That one's not texture either.
The crisp rice center is something that's
Is that new?
Have you had an M&M before, friend? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Have you had a regular M&M? Does it have a crisp rice center?
I think you know the answer to that.
Okay. Do you remember the time that I plucked my butt hairs?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that was. It's a bit embarrassing.
Ah, that was stupid.
If you would have told me that I plucked your butt hairs, I'd also believe that.
Man, I was right back here,
Where was I?
right next to me.
Watching you do it.
There was a sheath.
Oh, I did it too.
You did it too.
To myself.
You did it too. Yeah.
These are good because they don't taste like popcorn.
I'll do a second one.
You're gonna be let down.
but
I think this is moving to the
they're
lowest
playing
point.
with texture in 2021 though.
Would you agree?
No, that's way better than the Twizzlers.
It is, but it's just because it's a.
because they're playing with texture.
Yeah, but it's not as good as the Trolleys.
You remember that time I was not able to eat pot pie blindfolded? Is this when the pot pie fell out of my
I was also
fork
blindfolded.
and
so
then fell on the ground? Did I catch it? Or did it just fall out?
I was blindfolded.
And of course you don't watch the show, so you would never know.
Well, I'm in the show.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Fruity Pebbles came out with a candy bar this year. Did you know that?
They playing with texture?
They must be playing with texture because there's Fruity Pebbles inside.
I honestly think that's what they're doing. They're playing with texture
Well, if
because
you-
otherwise it would just
if
be
you look
a
at
bar.
this, look at that.
What are you going to notice about that when you bite into it?
This is white chocolate, I assume.
Oh, wow.
It's like a cereal bar.
And you get that crunch inside each bite.
Uh oh, y'all.
That is something special.
Woo. That's quite a complimentary.
It's like it's got the taste of the Fruity Pebbles and the milk together in a bar form.
So it's not white chocolate. What do they call it? They don't even say.
It's milk in a bar form.
Fruity Pebbles candy bar. That's all they need to say. White coating is sugar.
What color?
white. Sugar.
Remember that
palm.
time Link said white and pronounced the H?
That would be embarrassing.
Pretty much every time he's ever said the word white.
I think this.
It's not as embarrassing as that time I cheated during Beat the Beasts. Hey, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, when I cheated, when I had my,
This is good.
when I acted like I was balancing on that exercise ball and I was holding myself up with my feet. And I think I fooled somebody. Fooled one of y'all.
Yeah.
I remember fooling somebody.
I have a list of yours too. Do you remember the time that you convinced your dad to role play as your daughter and meow at you?
I don't recall that being me.
Yeah, that was me and my dad. I talked to him on the phone afterward, and that's when he said, "All my friends are calling me Meow Man."
Oh yeah, they are. Listen, I think this just as much
Hey,
as
Meow Man.
I love these. This is just so,
much better.
unique.
Wow,
this is so good.
You're right. There's nothing else like it on the market that I know about,
Not that I know about either.
and I love cereal.
You remember that
Cereal?
time that I thought that a metal detector was detecting metal in the air when it was just my wedding ring? Yeah. I remember that. There was a box. There was a box here. There was a box in between us.
Yeah, there was a thing that was happening.
Yeah.
All right, so this is staying intact. We moved these.
Now this is marshmallow flavored cream on top of a regular Reese's peanut butter cup.
And the shape is hurting a little bit.
Well, I think they got left out. That happens sometimes.
Do they sell it in any way? 180 calories.
That's really selling it. Oh gosh, look what just happened. That's horrible when that happens.
You lost the chocolate and Reese's is doing so much to exploit themselves. Marshmallow top.
Huh. I'm not gonna get too excited about a Reese's peanut butter cup if it's not a marked improvement on a regular Reese's peanut butter cup.
Is it? I would
And I know for a
I'd say
fact-
marked.
I oscillate between the two.
I'd say oscillate.
Yeah, I sometimes say marked, sometimes I say marked. It depends on.
Marshmallow flavor.
It depends on what time of day it is. Honestly,
If this were white chocolate, I'd be jumping up and down right now.
it doesn't taste like anything.
I'm trying to just taste that
It
to
doesn't-
see if it tastes like marshmallow.
It actually doesn't. It actually doesn't taste like marshmallow. I think it's just white chocolate, and they're calling it marshmallow. Because you know what? They can do whatever they want to. There's no law. Did you know there's no law? They can say whatever they want to on food. They can say it's marshmallow. And there's not like a marshmallow union that's telling people, oh, no, that's white chocolate.
That's
And
not
you know
true.
what?
That's not true.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
We need to debate.
You don't want big
we're gonna switch
marshmallow
those.
in your pants.
Just a reminder, you got 2 weeks left to get the last quarterly collectible item of the year. It's the Rhett and Link plushies. And there's a Rhett one too. And they talk.
Mine says embarrassing things.
Be your mythical best.
How embarrassing.
What the crap? And sink it. Tokyo, not a sponsor. Snot Mike up Puff.
That is a little embarrassing.
Let's talk about that. The way to a woman's heart's through a worm's anus.
I said that.
That was my nickname in high school.
Oh,
All right, so sign up for third degree quarterly or annual by December 31st at mythicalsociety.com if you want to get these things before they're gone forever.
just put that down there somewhere. It's not any good.
It's a bit of a disappointment.
But it's not as disappointing as the time that I straightened my hair and it looked like a discarded wig on the freeway.
I straightened your hair. It's embarrassing.
That really feels like a subjective interpretation. Like that's somebody's opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not a fact. My hair, I straightened my hair. That's a fact. That it looked like a discarded wig on the freeway, that's somebody's opinion. Okay? So you guys need to think twice before you believe that. You got any bad opinions on yours?
I kept looking at this sheet and there's nothing else on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not like they almost needed two.
Okay.
And we come down to it. We're not gonna beat around the nerd bush because you know we love some nerds.
Yeah, this is essentially a nerd's rope, but just like a piece of a rope.
Oh.
It's a chopped up rope.
What
So
are they?
it's got
What are they
more
calling
nerds.
it? They're calling it gummy clusters. Oh, so this is a gummy thing with a crunchy thing on the outside. So
They're playing with
texture. 2021, y'all. Playing with the texture.
Okay. This is everything that the trolleys want to be and more. Because the nerds, the way they give way in your mouth,
They're individual crunches.
oh, it's so good.
Once you bite through this, you're just biting crunch.
It kind of becomes an inconvenience right after the first bite. You know, this is like a pleasurable experience all the way through. Just like the time that I finally lost a link at Pick and Putt. Yeah, remember that game we used to play?
Is that why we
Pick
started
and
playing it?
Putt. Yeah, you finally beat me and so we retired it.
Whoa! Those are good, but are they better than this?
Yeah, it comes down to these two. These are the two best
It's tough
candies.
to say.
These are the two best candies of 2021.
I wouldn't have said that 2021 was a candy mega house, but it is. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going to call 2021, friend.
We
The
could call
candy
it,
mega
we
house.
could call it a banner year for candy.
For
For texture.
I almost died. Did you hear that? That was me almost dying again.
Right into the lung. And a nerd can go into the lung. You can actually, I've read a study, you can have one nerd in each lung and be okay.
Right.
Two nerds in one lung,
Instant death.
you die.
Instant.
The moment they get you in the ambulance, dead. They can shock you. There's nothing they can do about it. Two nerds in a lung, I don't care who you are, I don't care what kind of, Michael Phelps, I don't care what kind of training you have. What you've done to your lungs, it's over. Two nerds in a lung, bad idea. Almost as
But I do
bad
recommend one lung.
as the
I
time
mean, one nerd in a lung.
almost as time, almost
can't
as
keep eating
bad
these.
as the time I thought that doing the eyebrow thing on Online Nation was cool. No, I mean, come on, that's 2007. That doesn't really count as this year.
Do you trust us?
But what about the time I played with a shake weight while screaming about boners?
What about
I
that?
think I blocked that one out. Or guess that melted ice cubes said bean when they clearly said beans. They did not clearly said beans. I should have known that it said beans, but it didn't necessarily.
No, you
say
should
it.
still be embarrassed. All right, do you trust us? Go out and get those nerds and get this
Have both.
Fruity Pebbles bar.
One for breakfast and one for
Treat
dinner.
yourself. To get the Red Link plushies, join Third Degree quarterly or annual by December 31st. Visit mythicalsociety.com for details.